Okay, I wanted to talk to you about the psychology that is involved for us. Um, I started a video about the stalking, detailing maybe the general tenets of it for me. I don't really care about doing that. My hope is that somebody will take this information that I have amassed and pass it along, including the provocative photos of me that were passed around via my former husband and a former friend to any neighbor and any man who cared to look at these photos. That destroyed me. It sent me on a nervous breakdown. The photos are quite good because I'm not looking at the camera, but for what they are, they're good. But they were never meant to be shared. I am not meant to be shared. Sexual anorexic, not. I mean, I don't mean to put anyone down to saying that, but. Okay, I moved more than 14 times in these past 4 years, and I don't have another move in me. I need a lot of help, as you can imagine. I'm damaged, wounded, and I cannot heal as far as the stalking continues. And these people, the women especially who involve themselves, know this, and I think it's funny. They laugh at our suffering. I'm not going to talk a lot about their psychology, more about ours. The more that we do and we fail, we feel like failures, and somehow as if we had this coming. I know that we do that we feel that. I know it's coming. It's shame, because that's how rape victims feel. I know that shame. I know what it is to cover up for rapists and regret it. What my life had been had I made a different choice, right? So as I moved from one place to another place. I put a hidden camera in, and things of mine started went missing. They went missing. They were missing. This one landlord, she was taking my pain medication, a lot of it, to the whole point where she took the whole bottle 1 month. So I think she realized I didn't intend on taking it off, and so she took it. And as the moves progressed, so did the narcissistic, sociopathic qualities of the people with whom I moved. And I always prided myself on this. If people complimented me, I always say, well, this is just a facade. This is just my costume. It doesn't say any more of my story than yours does. Oh, yeah, how profound. At any rate, I'm not that enlightened of a person, as it turns out. I moved in with one woman for 2 months while these discs were rupturing. She made a false police report, was involved in litigation with her neighbors, did not tell me. And this is not going to be a rundown of all the crap that I went through. I'm just going to give you some connecting. When I moved into her house, this guy, Joe Justice, who'd been moving me for years, decided to steal from me. The very first day that I gave him the key to my storage unit, I was shocked. And the police would not give me a report. That almost brought me to where I am today. The last roommates that I had, 68-year-old woman, after I had my cervical spinal fusion, she assaulted me in the kitchen. You can't take anti-inflammatories after a fusion, so my hip was as big as like a grapefruit. I'm assaulted by a 68-year-old woman. How does that sound? It's just pathetic. And the male roommate I had was a violent drunk every night, and just a creep, a true creep. all of these things these people had in common are narcissism. They have everything that a social terrorist has. They in them. They are psychopaths. They really believe they do no harm to anyone else. That they make no mistakes, and all of their mistakes can be caveated by, oh, I have problems. Oh, poor me. Oh, and they literally will say, oh, poor me. I'm just not being left alone. And easy for me to project my hatred and my growing desire for vengeance and my want, at least, of denial of what's going on around me via this terrorism, this being terrorized on to these people. And I wonder, what is the lesson here? What am I doing wrong? Why do I keep ending up with these cretins? I mean, literally, one of the women had tantrums for days. Her tantrums would last for days. Why did it happen? What did I have in common with these people? I'm used to being a target. I'm used to being a victim now, and nothing has changed. It's just gotten worse. This last roommate situation I had, and of course I went from owning to having an apartment to having a roommate in that apartment to having roommates, not wanting to live alone, to not wanting to be alone, yet not being able to stomach the company of the creeps with whom I lived, and getting nothing done because this problem, because just one prank phone call from one woman in particular who involves herself in this. We'll call her Mara, since that's who my former husband had as wife, and her phone number in his cell phone for a month in 2006. When she calls, all she has to say is hello, and she says it really creepy and lustily yet hatefully, like a guy, except just a hate monger. So, I'm used to being the up, and I'm used to observing, I'm used to owning up to my mistakes, I'm not a good person, but I'm not a bad one either, I'm a decent one, and I've been guilty of a lot of bad associations within these moving debacles over these years, and it's taken a lot out of me and made me very exhausted. My decisions have done that, and I waited to move till I was desperate and gone in and out of being suicidal so many times, and near to nervous breakdown. And who knows, maybe since that last one in 2006, I've been in another one, and it's just taken its toll until I'm here. I really wanted to win this thing some way, but I've never been a competitive person. It's a joke. But I really wanted my freedom back, and I will never be left alone, and I know that. So, this is not what I want for other targets. So that's I could tell you more about the psychology of myself, but that would just be a self-absorbed and possibly a self-aggrandizement that is not here applicable. So, as far as terrorizing other people goes, they're sociopaths and psychopaths, and there's nothing else to them. That's all they are, and that's all of them. There's no gray area in stalking, okay? I understand that gang stalking world wants to be fair and compassionate in some way, and empathetic. That's not true. I have that on good authority. If you're going to bring down another person, laugh at them, talk behind their back, be weak, be a coward, to the point where you want something bad to happen to them, or watch them suffer, to the point where you can't let them go and until they do so in a disciplined way, to the point where you have to lie about them. Even the housewife running her 2 kids around the mall, following a Target around, and she's laughing all the while and whispering something to her kids, and they're pointing at the Target. It's generational. Gossip mongering is generational, of course. And for those of us who aren't interested in it, it's all the worse and all the more baseless and illogical. It would bore you to watch me go through a day of my life. So she's as bad as someone looking through the skylight of a roof at a Target's house. And that's not my opinion, that's a fact. This woman will read about the death or the suicide of a Target and justify to herself her own behavior. Oh, they were mentally ill, or the world is better off without them. Oh, they were a sex offender. Oh, they were a liar. Oh, they were fake. Oh, they were whatever she wants to tell herself. I have a housewife in mind in Santa Cruz. Poor thing. She just has nothing better to do with her time. So that's it for the psychology. Thanks again for listening. Let's say goodbye to Giselle.